Dear students, I welcome all for this first practical session on data structure and its applications. In this session, I'm going to explain the first lab cycle program, that is a program to perform insertion operation on a linear array. So linear array is nothing but a one-dimensional array. So when you want to perform an insertion operation on one-dimensional array, there exist two cases. The first case is inserting an element into an unsorted list. Suppose if the list already exists and that list is an unsorted list or unsorted array, when you want to perform insertion operation on this unsorted array, the insertion operation is quite simpler because you're going to insert that element to the end of the array. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಷನ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಸಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆರೇನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅನ್ಸಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ easy because what you are going to do, you are going to add that element to the end of that array. Okay, let us consider an example. So I have considered a list with the elements 2, 67, 5, 17, -8, 11 and 4. So there are totally 7 elements in this list and the elements are not arranged. And the elements of this list are not arranged. It is an unsorted array. To add an element 9 to this list, what I do is, already the last position is empty or it is vacant. So I'll use that last position to add this element 9 to the list. So I'll just add that element to the end and I'll increment the number of elements that are present in this list from 7 to 8. So this is how you perform insertion operation on an unsorted array. Let us look into the second case. Inserting an element into a sorted list. So if the list that is given is a sorted list or sorted array, inserting an element is not so easy as you did it in case of unsorted array. So what you have to do is, while performing insertion operation into a sorted array, you have to first find the particular location where the element has to be inserted. Then you can perform insertion operation. First, you have to identify the location of that element and then you have to perform insertion operation. Okay. So here consider the list with the elements 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 11, 12 and 15. So in this list, there are totally 8 elements. Okay. And all the elements are arranged in an order. So it is called as a sorted order. Okay. And it is arranged in ascending order, in an increasing order. The elements are arranged in an increasing order. Okay. Suppose if I want to add an element 10 into this array, what I have to do? First, I have to find the position for this element. Position for this element 10. Looking at this array, you will easily guess the position of this element. ಈ 10 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 11 ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ 10 ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, 11 ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂಡ್ 12 ಅದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂಡ್ 15 ಅದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ದ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15. isn't it? ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೇನೋ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಡಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ? ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ with every element of this sorted list until it finds an element that is greater than this element. So ಈ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆನೂ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ a number greater than this given element. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋಂಥ ನಂಬರ್ ಗಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. And when you find an element which is greater than the given element, it clearly indicates that is the position for that element. See, the given element 10 is compared with the first element 2. So 2 is smaller than 10, hence I will shift my position to the next array element. So 4 is compared with 10. So 4 is smaller than 10, hence I'll move to the next position. Okay, so now 5 is compared with 10. 5 is also smaller. I'll move to the next position. Next 7 is compared with 10. 7 is smaller, hence I'll move to the next position. 8 is compared with 10. 8 is also smaller. I'll move to the next position. Now I am here in this position. Now I'll compare 11 with 10, and I got to know that the 11, the number is greater than the given element 10. So it clearly indicates the position for this given element is the position of this element, that is 11. 11 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is how you are going to find the location for that element. Okay, or the computer is going to find the location for that element 10. So what is the next step? Next step ಏನು, ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 11 ಇದೆ, 10 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. See, if the array index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ 10 ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Once you get to know the position of that element, your next task is to shift these elements, that is 11, 12 and 15 to the right. So first ನೀವು 15 ನ next position ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, 12 ನ 15 ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, 11 ನ 12 ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, and then you will make room for the given number 10. 10 ಗೆ ಜಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, and then you are going to perform insertion operation. Okay, see here, have shifted 11, 12, 15 to the right, and then have emptied this space, and in the next step I'm going to insert the given element into this sorted list. Okay, so this is how an insertion operation is performed on sorted list. So in our practical session, we are going to consider the second case, inserting an element into a sorted list. Now we are going to implement the program in C language. Okay, so I'm using Turbo C. Why I'm going to implement the program in C language is because you have already studied C language in your previous semester. Okay, so I'll open a new file and I'll include a comment section. So in this comment, I'll write the name of the program, that is program to perform insertion of an element into an array. Okay, so I'll include the preprocessors, that is #include stdio.h. It includes body of the methods like printf, scanf, etc. Okay, next I'll begin with void main. So in void main, what is the first statement? The first statement is declaration statement. So here I have to declare a one-dimensional array which is of integer type, and I'll give the size of this array as 10. Okay, you can increase the size depending on your requirement. And next step is I'm going to read the values for this array. So how to read the values for this array? You will use a looping statement, right? Okay, so before that I'll include CLR SCR to clear the output stream, and then I'll prompt the user with the message printf enter the size of an array. Okay, So here 10, this is the capacity, and that means you have reserved 10 memory location, and out of 10 you can utilize 5 memory location, 6 memory location, or 8 memory location depending on your requirement. So here I am asking the user to enter the size of an array that you are going to input. Okay. /n. Next, scanf %d, comma, %n. So here I have to declare the variable n. Hence I'll go back to the declaration part and then I'll declare a variable n. Okay. And similarly, to read the elements of a one-dimensional array, I use for loop. The looping variable, I'm going to declare it as I, which is of integer type. In the next step, I'll prompt the user with the message enter %d n array elements. So /n. Here the in place of %d, the value of n should appear. So I'll write n. Enter, if the n value is 5, the message, what message will be printed on the screen? Enter 5 array elements. Okay. Next, I'm going to read the elements of an array using a looping statement. I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then scanf %d, comma, ampersand a of I. Okay. And next, I'm going to print the elements of an array. The elements of an array are as follows. /n. Again, I'll use for loop for I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, printf %d /t, comma, a of I. Okay. So here all the elements of the array are printed separated by tab or a space. Okay. In the next step, what I have to do? I have to read the element which has to be inserted into into this array. So I'll ask the user to enter an element which has to be inserted. Enter the element to be inserted. Then I'll read that element, scanf %d, comma, ele. Okay, so I'll declare this variable ele. So this is the element that has to be inserted into this array. Okay, now initially, after knowing the element to be inserted, what I have to do? Have to now find out the location of this element. Okay, I have to find the position of this element where this element has to be inserted, isn't it? So initially, I'll set my position to be 0. I'll declare this variable now. It is POS. Initially, I'll set my position to be 0. So how do we search? How do you find out the location for this element ele? As I've explained, we keep on comparing the elements of an array to the given element from the beginning. ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ first element na compare ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ second element compare ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, third element compare ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ until we find an element which is greater than the given element. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ compare ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಗಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅದು ಅಂತ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ I'll use a looping statement while POS value is less than n. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ದ ಎಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So here I am using a looping statement while the position value should be always less than n. Okay, and if the a of position element, if the a of position element is lesser than element, then what I'll do, I'll increment my position, right? Position is equals to position plus 1. So that is what we did it. So initially the position value will be 0. A of 0th element is, you're going to check whether A of 0th element is less than the given element. If A of 0th element, that is the first element, is lesser than the given element, what you do, you simply move to the next position. So I'm incrementing my position value by 1. Okay, if this condition is false, if this condition A of position value is less than element, that means if that condition is false, then you have found an element which is greater than the given element. So if in that scenario the position that you have searching for is got. Okay, so ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So in the else case, if condition is false, then the position value will be set to, sorry, then I'm going to set a value of I to POS. Okay, I'm going to set a value of I to POS. What is this I? I'm going to, this is nothing but an array index value. So ಈ index value ಗೆ ನಾನು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ I'm setting the high value to the position value, and then I'm going to break it. Once you get to know the position of an element which has to be inserted, you should not continue your searching operation, right? Hence, I use a break statement to break the loop. Okay. So in this part, you are finding the location for the element that has to be inserted. So at the end of this line, you will be knowing the position of an element. ಈ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. And next what you have to do, you have to shift the elements from this position to the next consecutive positions, right? So what I'll do is I'll use a for looping statement to shift the elements to the right. So for I equals to, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll set this to j, another variable j. I'll declare that variable also here is j. Okay, so j is the position of the element. So then in for loop, I'll write I equals to n minus 1, because now you have to move the last element to the next position. Okay, so in our previous example, we have seen the element 15 is moved to the right first, and then 12 is moved to the right, and then 11 is moved to the 12th position. Okay, first you have to vacate the last element. Adra last element iruttalla aa position na vacate ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. vacate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So hence I am setting the I value to n minus 1 position. Then I greater than I greater than j, I greater than j, or simply you can use that position value itself. Okay, so no need to store the value of position in j. You can directly use position value so that you will be saving a memory location. Okay, so I greater than position, then I minus minus, I minus minus. Okay, then what you have to do, to the a of I plus 1th position, you have to copy the a of ith element. Okay, so iga I plus 1 antandre, here I is pointing to n minus 1. Andre, if there are 4 elements in the array, now I value will be pointing to the third index value. Okay, so ನೀವು third index value ಇರೋಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ನೀವು ಅದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4th ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎ ಆಫ್ ಐ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1th ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಗೆ ಎ ಆಫ್ ಐತ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Similarly, this process is repeated until you shift all the elements of an array where the element, the given element has to be inserted. So ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋಂತ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ರೈಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Then at the end to the a of position POS value. So this POS actually represents the position of the element that has to be inserted. Okay, to this position you are going to insert an element. So here in this block of code, you are going to find the position of an element. And then in this block of code, the element are shifted to the right. And then you are performing insertion operation. And then as soon as you perform insertion operation, the number of elements in an array will be increased by 1, right? So I'm going to update the n value. N is equals to n plus 1. Okay, and this completes the program. Now let us execute the program. Before that, we will compile. So there are 2 errors. CLR HCR should have a prototype. So have to include an header file, that is hash include conio.h, because the body of this function, the definition for this function CLR SCR is present in this header file conio.h. Okay, and I'll compile the program again. There are no errors. Then I'll save the program. Okay, I'll save it as insert.c. Okay, then I'll execute it. So I'll enter the size of an array as 5. I'm going to enter 5 elements, and the elements should be in a sorted order. Okay, because you are performing insertion on a sorted list. So 5, 8, 9, 11, and 19. Okay, the elements of an array are as follows: 5, 9, 11, 5, 8, 9, 11, 19. Okay, now I'll enter the element to be inserted. Actually, this statement should come down. I'll make a change. Okay, so I wanted to insert an element 10 into this array. Let us see. Okay, actually, after performing insertion operation, have not printed. Okay, printed the elements of a list. this statement should come down, hence I'll include /n. Okay. And then have to print the elements of an array, right? So here I'll write printf list of elements after insertion. Okay, so for I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, then printf %d /t comma e of I. Now we will save the program. We'll compile it again because we have done some changes, right? Okay. Then we will execute. So there is an error. Undefined symbol print. Okay. So I think I've done some spelling mistake. Actually, the error message was regarding the print statement. Okay, so the function should be printf, not print. Okay, I'm changing that function name, and that is the program. Sorry, here I've missed ampersand operator. So I'll be including the ampersand operator to read the element value. And now save the file, compile once again, because you have done some changes to your program, then execute your program. I'll input the array size as 5 and I'll enter the elements 1, 4, 7, 9, and 10. Okay, so the array elements are 1, 4, 7, 9, 10. Here you have to input a sorted elements, okay, into the array. Otherwise, it will be meaningless. If you don't input a sorted array, the element will not be inserted into the proper position. Okay. And next, I'll enter the element 8. See here, after performing insertion operation, the element 8 is inserted at its appropriate position. The list will be still in an order, that is in an ascending order. The elements of the list after insertion operation is 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is about this program. You can implement the same program in your laptops, or you can implement it when you come back to the college. Okay. So try to understand every statement of this program. Then only you can understand the logic, and then you can write the program easily. Okay. Thank you.